Simple, couple of simple images, how to take multiple exposures and to get front to back front to back sharpness. Oh my God, say that when you've had a few beers. Welcome to another adventure. Saturday morning, sat on my computer and the wife says to me, right, we've got to get out. So we've popped up somewhere local and we've come to Llangollen Aqueduct. We're just in Wales, not far from Wrexham, and that's in the UK, of course, for all you people that are not in the UK. And yeah, it's a pretty spectacular piece of architecture. It goes right across. You can only just about see it behind me. It actually goes right across, pretty much through the trees you can see there, and it keeps going for quite some time. No canal boats on the top at the moment. Excuse the midges flying around you. No canal boats at the moment, but I'm sure we'll see one while we're down here. What we're going to do is we're going to head down to the river. We've come past a few times, we've never actually been down there. So we're going to go down to the side of the river, and also the river behind us, if we can get down that way, and see if we can find a couple of images, something a bit different. Not done much photography. Not done much photography from down here before, so I did a little bit over the other side with Gary. You haven't seen that yet. It's a vlog I did just to test out this M50 when I first got it. I may bosh a bit of that together and mix it up with this. So yeah, let's go down and have a look, see what we can find. I'm not sure whether that was recording before because the screen turned itself off, so I'm just starting again. Yeah, come down to the river's edge, and I think what we're going to do for this vlog, as you can see behind me, we've got the viaduct, and on this side we've got a nice little bridge. So in this vlog, I think what we'll do, we'll make it simple. I'll set up the camera, see if I can get a couple of little compositions. I'm liking this stone down here and this clump of grass that's sitting in the arch of the bridge. So I've got the Fuji with me and the basic filter kit. I haven't brought my League filters, I've just bought some very basic, very cheap filters that anyone can afford. They screw on the front of the camera. I've got something like a 10 stop and 8 stop. I've also got a polarizer which will bring out the glare in the water. And I think what I'll do for this one is set the camera up, show you what I'm doing, attach the filters while you're watching and show you the differences. Conditions wise, we're getting big rainstorms and sunny spells and big patches of light, so it's really quite varied. I've got my big heavy raincoat on, but I think I'm going to take that off because I'm already melting, it's quite warm. So right, I'll get the Fuji out, set up a composition and try and show you what I'm looking for in the composition, and then I'll get to it and show you how to set it all up. This should be a bit helpful for those that are a bit, beginners wise. If you're a bit of a veteran to the camera, then I wouldn't bother. Oh, I'm just going to spin you around because we've got a canal boat coming over the top, and this is pretty cool. camera out, as you can see, my little Fuji, and on the front I've got a polarizer, and I've also got a 4-stop ND grad. I think I'm going to push that up to an 8-stop in a minute. I'm going to start with the 4-stop. There's some big grey clouds coming over at the moment. You can see them up there. So the light's faded. I set up a composition. I've got this rock you can see down in the foreground, and I've got the bridge, and I've got this clump of grass in the middle, just so it sits in the middle of the arch. And I've got the polarizer on, so it's eliminating the glare, which is quite nice. As you turn the polarizer, you can actually lose the glare in the water. I focused on the tree or the bush in the middle. I don't know whether this is a great photograph. I think I'm going to bracket it. I'm going to take a shot. Let's focus on the rock in the foreground. I'm going to focus on the rock in the foreground and take a shot. And now I'm going to focus on the bridge and take another shot. And I know I should be using a 2-second timer, but I'm doing this a bit of an experiment. Now I'm going to lower the exposure and underexpose it to get that sky in. Now I've dropped it down by a stop. I could go a bit more. No, I think a stop's fine. 1 stop underexposed, which you can see on the top of the Fuji. You can turn it like so. Simple as that, from a 0 to -1. And then again, focus on the bridge, being very careful not to disturb the camera, and then focus again on the rock. Now what that should give me is 4 images. One focused on the foreground with a rock, overexposed or normal exposure, and one underexposed, and then focus on the bridge, so one focus in the distance, and one normal exposure, which will give you the bridge and the flowers or the leaves, and then one underexposed, which will give you the sky detail. So in Lightroom and Photoshop, depending on what you use, you can blend them together, and you should get some front to back focusing, and you should also get good highlights and shadow definition. So we won't know till we get back and try it. The image isn't nothing over spectacular. The sun's just coming out again now, so I'm going to do exactly the same again with the sun's out. It's not a fantastic image, it's an okay image. You've got a little bit of foreground interest, a mid interest, and then you've got the bridge. So we'll bob them together, let you have a look. I've come out into the water this time. As you can see, I'm stood in the water in my wellies. I've gone for a vertical composition, so the camera's upright like a portrait mode, and what I'm shooting is this. We've got rocks in the foreground, and then we've got the bushes or the grasses, and then the bridge in the background. I'm not so sure how well these images, they're not going to win me any awards, they're not going to blow anybody away. I'll turn me around so you can see me. They're not going to blow anyone away, but I'm out and I wanted to just do this bit of a little bit of a tutorial thing, really, just to show what the difference of the polarizer does. We're in single shot mode again. What I've done is I focus on the foreground, which will be the rock in the foreground. I've then focused on the background. This time I've taken 6, so I've focused on foreground, midground and the background, and I've also done a normal exposure and an exposure over, exposure under, to try and get the sky in. These are the images I'm looking for. So I've got foreground, the camera's focused on this, then midground, camera's going to be focused on that, and then background, camera's going to be focused on that. So that's the compositions. Again, 6 exposures, blend them all together, polarizer to take the glare out of the water. I'll show you the effect of the polarizer. I'll take the lens off and show you that, and that's it. I'm going to try and walk around and find something else, something a little bit nicer, because these are all a bit blah blah, really. But yeah, I'm stood in the water, I'm having some fun, and we're going to go up to the viaducts in a minute anyway. So yeah, that's another one done. Enjoy that, and I'll catch up in a sec when I find another image. this time we're facing the other direction. So you've got the bridge behind me, as you can see, and we're now looking down towards the viaduct, which is just there. Again, I've got the camera in a vertical position, because right in front of me I've got this lovely big old lump of wood. Obviously a tree once upon a time. There's a lot of rubbish down here. People have had fires over there and made a mess. There's plastic bags and tin foil all around me. It looks like someone's been burning this log, as you can see there. There's no need for it really. You know, if you want to come down and enjoy all this beauty, then enjoy the beauty. Don't set fire to it, eh? Right. Simple composition. Log as a leading line, leading you up. Or there's a canal boat coming across the top now. So I'm going to wait till the canal boat's in the middle. And I'm going to take the two shots. I'm going to take one on the foreground, and the first one I'm going to do is up on the mid-ground. I've got the polarizer on again. Let's focus on that at the back there. The canal boat's in the middle, so I'm going to take a snap, and then I'm going to take another one ways there to see which one works out better. Okay, I've got those two. And now I'm going to come back down to the foreground, focus on the foreground, and take another one. With that, again, it gives you two exposures, one in the foreground, one in the mid-ground, or one in the background, and you should be able to get from front to back, you know, front to back sharpness. Again, it's not an award-winning image, but you don't always have to have an award-winning image. I've had a couple of keepers this year, I think. So yeah, this is just a bit of fun, a bit of fresh air in between the rain showers. There's a lot of people on the bridge. I might clone them out, I might not. It gives a depth of scale. I might even bob myself a selfie while I'm here. You know I like a selfie. And as per normal, you can see Denise, well you can see Denise's bum anyway sticking up in the air. She's photographing bees and enjoying taking pictures of the flowers and trying to chase the bees around. So yeah, she's out as well. So I've got a couple of images. That'll do me for now. Something else I'd like to just mention before we cut this video short is I'm nearly on 400 subscribers. Pretty impressed, you know, this is nearly halfway to being 1,000. Woo! Good maths, eh? No, really, I've had not nearly 400 subscribers, I think 380 something when I last looked. I'd like to just say thanks to everyone for subscribing, it really means a lot. When I started this channel, it was the likes of Chris Sale that sort of said to me, why not give it a go, you know, see what happens. So I did. I gave it a go back in February, got my iPhone out of my pocket and started recording myself. And I've had a few people say they really enjoy watching. The other thing I'd like to say is, all them subscribers that are subscribing with me at the moment, again, thank you very much. And I'd just like to know what it is you'd like to see me do. Do you want me to carry on just being random and spontaneous, just going out, bunging the camera around and just generally enjoying myself and taking the camera? Do you want to hear more about the technical spec, you know, setting things up, what it is I do, how it is I get the camera set up? Does that bore you? You know, my videos are very long and I appreciate the people watching them, but all the time I'm talking about the setups and talking about what I'm doing with the camera, it takes out more time obviously to produce a video. If I cut it all short and just do a quick spill, bosh, camera, photograph, done, like a lot of them do, then I can cut it down to about 10 minutes. So yeah, let me know. Let me know whether you want me to carry on the same or whether you want me to try and shorten the videos and do something a little bit, you know, less talk and more shooting. Again, do you want to see me on different adventures? Do you want to see me going out? Would you like to see some city work? I thought about getting back out into the city and doing a few street photography. So yeah, I've done something in Liverpool. It's not out yet, but I have done a Liverpool evening shot. That is banging. I got a couple of absolutely corking images, I think. I'll put it together as soon as I can and get them out. I've got a few other things that I've done in the Peak District, in the Lake District. We've got another 2 more wild camps we've done. So I've got loads of content to get out. I've just been struggling to get through the Scotland stuff, and that is nearly coming to an end. So I'll get those out in the next couple of weeks, and then bang, over to you guys, and you let me know what you want to see. I would do a Q&A, but I am rubbish at reading. I'm going to change arms because you're getting heavy. I'm rubbish at reading, as you know, because I'm a bit dyslexic. So I'm not going to be great at reading out your questions online, but yeah, if you want to send me some Q&As, a few questions, I will. I'll do a Q&A because everyone seems to do one, and I've always got the wife that
He's not rubbish at reading,
that
he's
read
rubbish
them to
at
me.
remembering things.
I'm rubbish at remembering things. I'm not rubbish at reading, she says, but yeah, I'm slow at reading and rubbish at remembering. So between the two of them, I'm not great at anything text-wise. But if you do send me a Q&As, any questions, I'll do a video on that. And it seems to me everyone does. Maybe you'll get to know me a bit better. Maybe you want to know what it is and how I do it and what it is I do it with. I'm also going to bob out a couple of reviews, and I'm waffling on again, but I'm going to do a couple of gear orientated videos as well. I've had a few people mention to me, what do I take in my camera bag? So I will do what's in my camera bag. And as I've started wild camping as well, I've also had a couple of mentions on what how I get all my gear in the camping bag. That I'm still practicing on. I need to get it lighter, but I will do one in the future. So for now, I hope this video was a little bit interesting to somebody. I hope it helped show just something simple, a couple of simple images, how to take a multiple exposures and to get front to back front to back sharpness. Oh my God, say that when you've had a few beers. And yeah, a little bit of polarization as well. So for now, ciao, see you on the next one. Bye bye.